Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. This is session 40. I'm surrounded by stuff that I care not to comment on. This is my life. So, we had a bit of exciting stuff going on last week, and I'm excited to see where we actually go from there. So let's jump in with a bit of a recap, and we'll get started. So, previously, in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the party found themselves members of a war council against the Drow House of Rendar, as allies of the Legion of Azrah and the River Coven. But a plan of attack was not yet finalized, and there was some contention between the party and the resources that might be utilized by the Legion in such an attack. One such resource, the aid of a creature named Prita Kripa, involved the use of the undead. And so the party decided to meet with Prita Kripa in order to gain the measure of this creature, and in doing so, hopefully guide their own moral compasses. They were escorted a short distance to the Kripa's home, a black portal in a small cave made to look like a shack. Inside, they found a hideous creature, horribly mutated by magic. But they also found that looks can be deceiving. The Kripa was merely an old mage that had been horribly transfigured long ago by Octuria, one of Halaster's original apprentices. No monster, evil intent, or fearsome foe lay before them. Truth, Prita Kripa was more than willing to aid the party, and only utilized necromantic energies at a base level, creating simple undead husks. Satisfied, or at the very least appeased, the party decided to rest and were shown to available quarters. Lurkana, Azrah's second-in-command and mate, met them there. She openly revealed the nature of Azrah's blindness, a condition he had suffered since birth. She also discussed the blade his mother had made for him, one which granted him sight and allowed his rise to power. She implored the party that if they were true allies, they would search for the Dwargar thieves who had stolen it. But first, there was the matter of the drow. The party, still unsure of the resources at their disposal and unable to confirm a battle plan, decided to head back to the River Coven. There, they discussed the war plans with the sisters Gurgle Brine, Coral Black, and Caldra Cuddlefingers. The Coven seemed less interested in open support, but after a thought, promised a small tribe of Grimlocks as aid against the Drow. With this, the party returned to Azrah's hold to rest before resuming planning. The Second War Council brought some heated arguments as Cleuse, the Skull Cleaver, joined the war leaders. The grizzled veteran was obviously a gifted military leader, but the underlying tone of the council showed the cracks in the Legion's cohesion. Nonetheless, the party and the war leaders discussed their options at length over the course of many hours, creating and disposing of multiple battle plans before arriving at this point. So, as we fade into the scene, right? We find the players, the characters, around a table with the layout of Sargoth level before them. Little pieces representing troops and other materials, enemy resources, etc. have been moved back and forth across the board in a dozen different patterns and positions. You all have been discussing things at length with the members of the War Council. You have asked questions, been filled in on scouting reports, anything that the Legion could provide you as far as information goes. And feel free, as players, by the way, to ask those questions and make sure you feel comfortable with all the information that you have, etc. If there's something that comes to mind that you want to ask, feel free to. But at this point, right, the war leaders have basically clearly expressed their intent. right? They are fired up. They want to attack the Drow. And Azrock, really Lurkana, but with Azrock's blessing, is allowing you all the final say within reasonable thought, right? If you're suddenly like, right, you've been told the basic restrictions, right? You only have so many troops, you only have so many resources, right? But how you use them, as long as it's not obviously going to be a waste of their lives, Azrock is leaving up to you. So, where do we go from here, gentlemen?
So, I think we kind of worked out the plan. Did everyone agree to the plan, just first of all?
Yeah.
God damn it, Jay.
The big reveal!
It was Jay all along! Curse you meddling kids, I would have gotten away.
Yeah. OSHA requirements have cursed
Taking your face from you.
cursed my face, and now
Poor Jay.
Nasty Lippo.
How's it going? Continue.
Anyway.
You guys have it? Yeah, I'm just here
So,
until y'all decide something or ask questions.
It has been decided. Who's leading the Hob forces?
So
You
they
guys
will
like that? You guys like how I remember their race?
all right. Just real quick.
real fast to answer Zach's question.
3 weeks later.
The Hobgoblin
we got
forces are being led by 2 different captains. One of them will be Rolvuk. The other one will be a captain that I believe you guys have not met yet.
So we like Rolvik then.
Yeah, we have a good
Rolvuk
rapport
is
with
the
him.
guy that you guys have spoken with on numerous occasions.
He's the one that found us at the Onis.
He's the one that was impressed by us killing that bro, huh?
so.
It's the other one is Shook.
Oh, bro, he shook.
Shooketh.
Damn.
No, he is
I
shook.
don't wanna
We are
give
amazing.
shook shit.
He shook.
Could we just real quick bullet point the proceedings?
All right. So I will describe my
So
plan.
real
presently.
quick, what we're not looking at, I want to make this clear, right? What we're not looking at is this wonderful animated map that is actually in Roll20 now.
I think it counts animated only by technicality.
Yeah, it's only by technicality. But we're
I'll be
not
honest with
doing
you, I
that
forgot
one, right?
existed. I completely
Well,
forgot that existed.
We're
in
not doing that
Push,
one
so-
exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
We're-
So we're moving the Zombos over to the western front.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Zombos and the Grimlocks. They're
Yeah.
going to charge in first. They're just going to be fodder.
Oh, we're actually
against
using the Grimlocks?
I didn't know we were moving the Grimlocks. I don't
Oh,
know.
sorry. Are we going in with the Grimlocks then?
I thought we weren't using the
Okay,
Grimlocks
okay,
at
okay.
all.
I'll lay it out. This is my
That's
plan
weird.
presently. Everyone, please open the map. I am on the Azrock's Legion map. And then
Okay.
I'm also overlaying the Seergoth level map that we have.
Okay.
The Seergoths.
The Seergoths.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Sorry.
Here's the Earth.
Round.
round.
A sweet earth, you might say.
Okay, so
Fucking
in
kids.
the main area, in regards to Matt's feeling about trying to preserve life, I think we should send the zombies in first. Okay? Why? Ambushes and traps. Okay, zombies are dumb. They're gonna trip
You're
everything.
going to step on every single trap.
Or miss them all out of random happenstance.
Well, that might happen, but still ambushes. So zombies go in first. I don't know, like 6 seconds after that. 12 seconds. It's up to the hobs. The goblin / hob / whatever people go in. The goblinoids
Okay.
begin the
What
assault.
are you doing?
Okay. I would like to preface all of this that we will coordinate this via sending stone.
Sure.
Okay, I'll give a sending stone to Halvik because we've had those for 18 years. And I forgot about them, but they're in my bag.
Okay.
Okay. At the same time, I think that the Grimlocks
Yeah.
should go up the river, and what I'm hoping connects to that passage at the very top. So up the river and curve to the
So we're
west.
sending them to the
Unknown.
unknown path. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
I'm okay with that.
because the Legion has at least scouted the other tunnel, so we know it exists.
Huh? Okay.
Whereas I don't know if that exists, and I don't really care if 10 Grimlocks get lost.
Agreed. I like that idea. I am a-okay with that.
Okay.
I would say the zombies should go like 30 seconds ahead.
I don't know. 30 seconds is not very long. I mean, it's not. 30 seconds is a long ass time to kill zombies. We
In
could kill
combat.
10 zombies in way less than 30 seconds.
In combat, but
How
we more want people to move around and lose their surprise, I guess. I don't know.
I don't care. 30 seconds is fine with me.
Do we think it is going to be a weird sign if the Gabos and Hobbies are allying themselves with undead, or the undead might attack the Gabos?
No, I don't know. The fucking people
mean-
probably already know about that. So look, the way I think about it is the undead are just going in
Meat shield style.
to get everybody's held actions. Okay.
Hell,
right.
action. So
Very
meta.
mechanical.
So meta.
I'm sorry. Whatever.
No,
This is
you're
how
good.
I think.
No, that's
Okay.
fine.
You're good. You're good. I'm gonna
whatever.
call you
They're
out on
going
it.
in-
No, I don't think
What we
meta play
don't
is
want,
necessarily a
what we
bad
don't
thing.
want is for it to be so long that the drow think they have it handled, right? We don't want them to have it handled because we want them to get reinforcements out there to draw people away.
I mean, maybe we make the zombies like they're running away from the Gabos.
Can you do that with a zombie? I thought.
I
simple
mean,
command just
run in there and make noises. Hey, it worked.
go that direction. So I don't know. That was my thinking, and then I don't know. At the same time, we go up the tunnel.
Are we being
Maybe
stealthy?
Maybe I scout the tunnel just to make sure nothing stupid is happening, and someone holds Jay's armor for him so he's not loud as Christ.
Well, you're not
Can I
gonna
like get some
have that
like
happen.
some rope and just tie it around all my major like joints, and so that the plates are kind of held together a little bit better?
No, but the hobgoblins can offer you some armor that's not so loud.
No, I refuse to be crit. Refuse.
Then
I will die.
then
from
expect to be
piddly
heard.
repeated forces of damage before I.
What
take
if
a crit.
Ezra and Matt just held on to him the whole time he was walking?
Hey, you.
That would not matter.
So Zach, I know
This
you
is
have
bullshit.
some
Have you
You
seen
could
my
maybe,
arms?
cast silence on him or something.
I can't cast silence.
I mean,
I need
Zach,
those
I know
boots.
you might have a special pair of bootsies that would really benefit me in that manner.
No, they're attached to my feet.
I mean,
I mean,
we just let you go super far ahead of us and pray to God you don't get fucking.
I can run 1,800 miles per hour. It doesn't matter what happens.
Unless
I get
you
my-
run into a room with a bunch of held actions and.
No, it's
get one shot.
fine. It's
Or
fine,
a
probably.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, don't get crushed by a cube of concrete.
A cube of bullshit.
My name's not Jay. It should be fine.
Who's
That's
this
my
Jade?
plan. If you guys have a different plan, I'm
No.
down as long as I get to fight the big guy.
I do not
But this
have
is the Bones' plan in regards to Matt's sensibilities with preserving life.
I think that is a good plan.
Is anyone else curious as to what the Bones' plan without sensibilities to preserving life is?
No.
I'm just minorly curious.
No, it's we all run in and find the big bad creature thing so he can get his
Uh-huh.
bones. That's the without sensibilities.
Gotcha,
yeah, how are we
gotcha.
gonna get Bones away from carving the dragon when we still have Teresa we need to deal with? after we get past that.
Good question. Good question.
What well, the non-preserving life I actually think is put the zombies and the Grimlocks together and just have the other guys assault the middle.
And pray the Grimlocks and zombies don't just kill each other.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. It does not matter. If there's a big horde of shit fighting directly outside of the Drow base, some of them are gonna go look at it.
Is zombification a disease that can be spread by other zombies?
No.
Like a zombie bites and makes
I
another
was
zombie.
thinking about maybe we can have we kill the whatever this is, probably not a young adult red or young red dragon, but come back and now it's a zombified young dragon.
It's
A
not.
Draco Lich.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of zombieism. This is less disease zombieism, more divine magic zombie,
Divine.
or not divine in this case, but
divine.
magic.
Alternatively, like, what time is it right now? Like, is this night, or did we just rest and we're in another council in the morning? I don't remember exactly what
We had a
happened.
long rest, I believe.
You guys did long rest.
Okay, so we're in the
after
morning.
Everything.
Let's see.
Do you guys? I mean, is this a topic that comes up?
What time is it? Yes.
Yes.
According to my notes, I think that us finding out that Ezrah was blind was basically the last thing we did that day.
Yeah, that's what. And then we long rested. That's what I thought, right?
Yes.
Okay. So.
But here's the thing, though.
So.
That was
Chronologer.
upcoming night. Does
Yeah.
that make it today, Nighthall the 1st?
No, it makes it that holiday.
No.
Yeah,
oh, no,
this
that was
fucking weremoon or whatever.
or the moon, the fucking.
I love this.
Why do you love this? This is a name.
I love this because it shows like the comprehension of the time that you guys are passing. It is.
What's it, like 4 a.m.? Did we sleep for 8 hours and it's 4 in the morning?
It is
It's
about.
whatever that bullshit Shar fucking.
It is
moon
5
event is.
p.m. on Uktar
What
the
the shit?
29th.
It's 5
It's still
p.m. We
the-
took a long rest in the middle of the day?
Yeah, you did. It's still the 29th. Well, because the previous long rest that you guys had, you had no idea what time it even was. You're just sleeping in the Underdark, basically. Like,
Oh, well, our sleep schedules are going to be all
like
fucked up.
you guys have
Whatever.
been off by like 6 to 8 hours for about a day and a half at this point.
Whatever. This is just an excuse for us to stay topside for like a week to reset our circadian rhythms.
Whatever.
Agreed.
Irrelevant. Whatever you want to do. So, yeah, it's about 5 p.m. on Uktar the 29th. And so and that's not the hobgoblins can tell you the approximate time, because they keep tabs on the world
City.
that they live in, right? But they can't tell you the exact time because they don't have ways of doing that, right? Because time does
Okay.
not function for them the way that it functions for you guys being surface dwellers.
Okay, so Hobgoblin Bros, is there a time when the Drow are less active, or are they always equally active?
They like most Underdark societies are used to not having a day and night cycle, so they work in shifts basically.
Okay, so always equally
We
active.
don't Drow simply not sleep anyways.
Well,
Like,
they trance, yeah, but there are times of there are periods where they're not like actively doing something necessarily. Right? There's downtime.
So second question, Legion of Mazarok Bros, when was the last time you checked that this tunnel connecting to the Drow Fortress exists and is not blocked?
Which tunnel connecting to the Drow Fortress?
The I can't really.
East
The one
tunnel.
you see on the Legion map.
Yeah,
It goes to
I would
the
think it's
prison
not
cells or whatever.
it's the lower off the river, and it goes to the left and snakes up like a fucking backwards upside down G, and
Right to the temple.
Oh,
goes directly. Not the one that connects to the slant, the one that connects to what
Okay.
looks like stables.
you guys have been past that, actually.
No, how? When?
You haven't been in it, you've been past it on the river. You've seen that on the river.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that entrance. Yes.
Oh, so you're talking about in the integrity of the tunnel itself. Like, is there a collapse, or is it shut or locked down or anything like that?
Yeah. When is the last time someone went there?
Well, they've had patrols on or near the river in the last couple weeks, but no one's been down that tunnel for probably about a month or month and a half, when the last assault was.
And what happened a month and a half ago when someone was down the tunnel? Were they
The
discovered?
Yeah, they had a squad of probably about 10 to 15 hobgoblins go down that tunnel, and they were
Oh,
met
good.
with fierce resistance from the Drow forces.
Okay, is that like their barracks?
I think it was described
they
as a
don't-
prison, right?
They don't know that specifically. They don't know what the Drow are utilizing it for. They just know that there was resistance and there was heavy fighting for a while, and then they retreated. But that was a feint from the beginning, because that's the last battle they had was the one where they entrenched themselves in the Stromkolder ruins. So
Yeah.
that was actually an opening feint for them, and then they entrenched themselves in the first couple of houses in the eastern ruins and fought for a couple days.
Okay. Okay. So I still like that plan. I think maybe we go either right now and check it out, make sure it's something like that's there, or I mean, I'm okay with that intel. I think it probably still exists.
Well, so
Does
for
anyone-
clarification, right, and this is probably coming from one of the war leaders, with this magic stone of yours, you're going to be telling them when to launch the attack anyways, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they just have to be at the ready and waiting for your confirmation.
I thought we were going to
Yeah.
use the sending to tell him to retreat once we've done the deed.
Well, both. They still have it.
You can only use it once per day, I thought.
I had no idea about that.
Is that the case?
5e sending stones. I thought it was you could just cast sending. You can just talk. Yeah, you can just talk. It doesn't say anything about once a day.
No? Okay.
You can use an action to cast sending.
Once the stone is successfully used, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
All right, well. So then we do it 2 minutes before dawn. Would that work?
Probably,
not, right?
probably
that's stupidly metagaming.
Yeah, that's probably the point where I, as a DM, have to step in and be like, that is crossing the line on meta. You use it 2
Yeah.
minutes before the next dawn, and it refreshes 2 minutes before the next dawn.
Okay. Here's another question. We've gone from the western, like directly below Stromkolder. We've gone up to that northern, the Crunch Beach a couple times, right?
Yeah.
How long does it normally take for the ferryman to take us up there?
It's probably a trek of about 5 to 10 minutes from
Okay.
the first beach to the second one.
Okay. So it would take a goblin like 15 seconds to run from the beach to like the top of the room we can't get into.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, for the purposes of
Not using the sending stone to tell them to attack.
so what, like basically when you're out of their vision, or how? I'm trying to figure out like how are you telling them they would know? Like you sail away with the ferryman, and there's a goblin waiting on the beach. What's his trigger?
The goblin comes with us, and we pay the ferryman to take the goblin back.
Take the goblin back, and then as soon as the goblin lands, he's to go report in, and they attack.
Yes.
Do we know how long it takes the ferryman to get from that spot to the other spot?
That's what I just asked. Like
Well,
5
is
to
it?
10 minutes.
okay.
It's about 5 to 10 minutes going upstream. It's shorter going downstream. So half the time going downstream.
I think that
So,
works.
so like 5 minutes for us to get over to Teresa, barring any
Just-
issues.
That's not like that much area.
Yeah.
I
It
think the timing
seems
works.
fine enough. Let's do it.
I think the timing works, and I don't want to think about it anymore.
Is this also including sending the Grimlocks up the river?
Yes.
Yeah, but they swim, right? Or fucking water. I don't know what the fuck they do.
Okay.
I mean, hell, if they jump in the water, get eaten by the river Styx, I'm not really gonna feel bad.
Yeah, it's not really a big loss for us.
You know, wow. So pro-life,
I mean,
just not pro-Grimlock life?
Okay, whatever.
Correct.
Prove me wrong then.
Okay. Gotcha. Understood.
I'm just saying, presently, they're the most underrated, or maybe possibly underestimated. Who knows?
I don't actually know.
Particles.
Are Grimlocks like a sentient, like
They're not been acting
alive
sentient.
species, or are they an undead thing?
Oh no, they're absolutely
alive.
they're humanoids.
They ain't been acting fucking like this. They've
They're
been acting like little
just-
They
feral-
were once human.
Yeah,
or, I
once.
mean-
Well, we're once.
Well, no. It's not were once humanoid. They were once literally humans.
Yeah,
They were
now they're
humans that were basically mutated and tortured by the mind flayers to the point of being to the point of devolving.
So they're just another
so
byproduct,
dying would be
like
a sweet
the,
release to them.
like
I mean-
the gift.
Sure.
How many other races have mind flayers fucked up?
All of
A
them.
lot.
not. Apparently, all of them.
So outside of Gith and outside of Grimlocks, is there other races that were
The
cool
Darrow.
and now are just cool?
Uh,
God,
what?
mind flayers suck.
plenty of drow.
What is the mind flayer fucked drow called?
No, I don't think there's like a specific
Drow.
species of them. I think they're just
It's just a drow.
they're just drow.
The drow race exists entirely because of mind flayers.
No, not entirely because
Not
of mind
drow.
flayers. No. No, but
Just partly.
there are like colonies or cities that were taken over of drow that were enslaved by mind flayers. Like but they're not representative of like the whole thing. I don't know. It's whatever. The mind flayers are fucked up. We'll just leave that be for now.
Well,
Guys,
yeah,
my
they are.
arm is like freaking out.
I'd be sorry for you, but I'm just not.
Like it's doing this thing where it like boop, 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 boop,
Yeah, you
gotta-
should probably eat more potassium.
pulses.
Have you had any
Weird.
nans?
What?
You need more potassium. Get those nans, man.
I generally eat nans.
You
Like
need more nans.
those are the main fruit that I buy. Okay, so that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Apparently, that's the plan.
Okay.
As
I mean,
this-
you're free to offer a different one.
Nope. I'm good. The
Jay.
That is the plan.
okay, Jay is free to offer a
Initiate.
different.
I mean, you can if you want. I just will trust literally nothing you say.
I mean, I've already given you guys information as NPCs. You know? Yeah. Okay. So, you formulate, deliver this plan, discuss it with the Legion. War
We give them
leaders.
the proposition printed out and insert it into a manila envelope and present it.
I don't think so.
Signed by all of us. And then
Um,
we hand it to Azrock and we're like, oh, right, sorry.
Okay. So here's the thing. I gotta roll. No. Okay, fine. After talking it through, and you all reasoning out the different portions of the plan, there is no one on the War Council that vetoes or shoots down or argues your plan. Yeah,
Okay.
beyond a certain point, right? There are
Which
some
is victory in and of itself.
there's some question about certain things, about the timing and whether or not that's going to be efficient. There's some there is a brief stint where Cleuse is obviously displeased that he is not going to be leading one of the squads going into the battle, right? And there's basically like a pissing match between Cleuse and Lorcana, until Azrock steps in and finalizes the decision.
What about these big dog things? They coming?
No.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
That'd be cool.
Throat Snapper and Gorger are
Too
Azrock's
fat to get out of the room.
personal warhounds. They go to war when he... Well, warhounds. They're wargs. But they are his hunting companion, so to speak.
I wish I could make Jeremy's camera not pixely as fuck.
It's just,
Nice.
it's a bandwidth thing.
I
I'm
know.
assuming, Jeremy, you're just capturing directly from your computer, so it looks great on your end.
It absolutely does. Looks fantastic.
That, like, there's sometimes it gets so pixely bad that your eyes just completely disappear. And
That's
it looks
insane.
kind
That drives me
You
crazy.
look like a Grimlock.
That pisses me off that I spend so much fucking money on internet, and
Hold
it's ass. It's absolutely ass.
Oh yeah,
It
he
drives me
looks
crazy.
good on the stream. That's because you live in that place that I'm not gonna say.
Does it actually look okay on the stream though?
Yeah, it
It looks
does.
perfect on the stream. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. It just looks like shit over Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me, man.
It's
That sucks.
fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like that impacts y'all's,
Nah.
you know, consumption of what's going on, right? If you can't experience the facial expressions and gestures and shit that I'm doing, yeah. I don't
You
know.
have facial
Yeah, I'm not-
expressions?
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
are
a
Well,
Sorry,
obviously not, because I'm a pixelated
it's-
mess.
No, it's funny because on the stream you look perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm glad. I will say I am happier that I look good on stream and bad on Discord than the other way around. I will say that.
Yeah.
All right. So, discussions are had. I don't think you guys are necessarily interested in all the nitty-gritty details of what needs to happen, etc. So basically, if you guys are okay with it, I think at this point, Azrock and Lurkana ask if you're ready. When do you want to do this?
We've already rested. We're good to go.
We're ready.
Okay. So they
We're
do say
already ready.
they do say, right, they'll need a short amount of time to muster the troops and get them in position, as well as speak with the Creepa and make sure
The
that the zombies are in position and that someone understands what needs to be done with them and how they're to be controlled, right? There is the question about it gets brought up, if you are going to be sending the Grimlocks northward, right, to look for a potential third tunnel, do you need to leave in advance, etc., right? Like, what's going on there? So
I mean,
What's the plan of Stan?
We do need to make plans to get the Grimlock to go. Like, if we just go there now, then they're not going to be there waiting to attack. So it needs to, like, herd them into the, like, once they're funneled into the way they're supposed to go, sure, they can be left to just let whatever happens, but...
Okay, so we'll just go now and have them send their sneakiest scout to the western or the eastern bank and wait for us to show up.
Okay.
And
Okay.
y'all just muster.
Mustard.
All right,
Okay.
I'm mustering. I gotta pull all these people leaps. Missing one.
I wish Matt had like block numbers.
Like block numbers.
Oh,
Like-
so you could say like L7.
Cartographer coordinates, yeah.
Ah, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I get you.
You know what I'm talking about when I say Western Bank, right? Like directly under the Scarborough Fair or whatever the fuck it's called.
No, I thought I was good until you started adding shit like that.
I forgot what the fuck the place is called. The Eastern Scarborough Ruins.
The Eastern Stromkolder Ruins.
Okay, Strom. What I got the first letter, so that's like pretty
Okay.
much there.
Sure.
Right, you had it.
Absolutely. That's how that works, right? Okay. So I got those. These guys, these guys are getting pulled from down here. Dosimos. So those forces are arrayed. Okay. So, you guys are ready to go. So you're gonna head out now and go do the Grimlock thing, and then you're just gonna take a Goblin Scout with you, and when you're ready to go, you're gonna send the scout like you had already planned,
Sure.
or yeah,
Sounds
Yeah.
fine.
okay. Let's take a scout with you guys. You guys are gonna get big toes. Excitable fellow.
Is he the best? I asked the best one.
The best
The
one?
the best, most sneakiest one.
Okay, no, it's not big toes.
Yeah, I don't feel like someone named Big Toes would be sneaky.
I find that hard to believe.
So they send Slybite with you.
Ooh,
That
Slide
sounds
by
sneaky.
that's a sneaky name.
Sounds like yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like
Cool.
he chews real quiet.
Choose real quiet. What the fuck? Alright, so you guys
These people will
are
bite you.
fast traveling to the river and taking the ferryman. That's the plan?
Yeah.
I do believe so.
Okay. Here's Slybite. My goodness. Let's swap some music. Been on the and we're about to go to the river, so time for Mitch to need to pee.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
It happens. Alright, so you guys are on the river, and you're wanting to get the ferryman, right?
Aye, Captain.
Yeah.
Ferryman shows up a short time later. You all get on board. Okay.
I give Slybite a gold. And I say give that to him.
And so Slybite like looks at the gold and he like bites it, and then you're like, you give it to him, and he kind of like snarls, and then like the ferryman does like the hood up, like he lifts his like cowl just ever so slightly, and you can see the bony edifice underneath, right? And he does the, and then Slidebite's like he does the squeal and tosses the coin at him. So Slidebite is paid for. And you all grow giant. What are you doing? All right, so you head north.
Chuck. Yeah.
All right, you head north. Slybite gets off the boat. You all get off the boat. I reorient myself because every time I fucking move the ferryman, he goes like cray cray.
I flick the ferryman another gold coin.
Oh god, okay. Gotcha.
Same. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it running.
Same.
Keep the tab running.
Keep
Gotcha.
it running.
Okay. Let me go ahead and grab all of these peeps because they are getting into position while all of this happens. We are gonna tick up the tension pool because you guys just fast traveled. Okay, though. Alright, I'm gonna just copy all of these guys over here, and we will sort it out here in a second as the Hobgobbos march to war. Oh, actually,
Actually.
I need one of you to roll a d6 for me.
Not it.
I'll do it if I can find my screen.
Whoa.
6.
Doesn't that mean something happens?
More than likely.
War. Oh shit, we forgot the head. Are we supposed to have it? We'll just pretend it's in the bag.
Oh yeah, did we get the head?
So your plan was to get a hobgoblin head?
A
Just a
fairly
head.
fresh male hobgoblin head.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I don't really care what kind of head it is. Just a head.
Yeah, the hobgoblins are super, like, practical.
Jay, why are you
when
exasperated?
What?
They're super practical when it comes to that type of stuff, so they have zero issues with you guys taking the head of one of the hobgoblin, like one of the recent deaths.
No, it's
or
gotta be
something
fresh.
like that.
Yeah, fresh head.
They have more issue with that.
I'm sure someone just died like today, probably.
So, okay. What happens?
We ain't got a bag of holding. They can give us no bag of cold. And they can't complain about the quality of the head. Assuming we make it there. I'm pretty sure we were sent here to die.
Oh.
So be it.
Okay. So that means that this happens. Alright, I gotta make some adjustments based off of Mitch's roll.
I'm sorry.
He's
It is
not
what
sorry.
it is.
We don't know if it's good
I
or
am
bad. It could
sorry.
be great. The Eagles could be here.
Ooh, yeah, do we eat eagles?
Eagles have landed.
I would like to be eagle too.
Number 3 for me.
Gold 1 checking in.
Sure.
Red 5 standing by.
Hey, it's me, Porkins.
Oh, right. Go.
He died.
Wow, Jay.
His
Wow.
family probably got taken care of. Leo was rich.
Okay. So,
I guess.
so what's happening with the Grimlocks? What are you guys doing?
We're going and fucking telling the hags, hey, send them up here.
Okay.
Thanks.
So you head into the River Coven's domain, right? You are greeted there by Coral Black and Caldra Cuddlefingers. Gurglebrine is not currently with her sisters at the moment. And you ask for what exactly? Like, so you're just like, yo, those reinforcements we asked for?
Yeah. Hey, we're going now. Can you send them up? Send them up. This is where we'd like them to go.
All right. Coral Black
Appreciate y'all.
actually like comes with you riding upon Chesapeake, right?
Hell yeah, bring Chesapeake.
As you guys go through that cave, right, the rotten fish smelling cave, she speaks with the Grimlocks in a dark tongue.
Do I recognize the language?
Oh, hey,
I
before
mean,
she
you all-
dark tongues them,
You all recognize
she-
it. It's just very like very brutish undercommon. Like undercommon but like with 50,000 slang terms in it basically.
before she
Damn.
tongues darkly,
Are we talking
I would
about
like to-
under Ebonics?
I'd
No,
like
it's
to
not
ask
under
them
Ebonics.
if,
It's just like that when they speak. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. When they speak, they don't speak in fluid words. They speak in these kind of like growls but there's half-formed words in their speech. So when she's speaking to them, she speaks in much the same way. So it's undercommon, and you can recognize the basic flow of the conversation.
like an
But
Australian.
it's just very, very like brutish, and everything's like cut off. Like the sentences that she says to them aren't like they're more like if we think like caveman speech, right? Type scenario.
Fire bad.
Yeah. And basically what she says to them is along the lines of come follow, eat fish later, and then when she gets to the beach, she's basically like, what do y'all want them to do?
Okay, so before she dark tongues them, I want to ask her if where we're wanting to send them connects to the drow place, if they know that, if she knows that. They're smart.
So you ask her if there's a connection to the temple complex from the northeast portion of the river.
Yes.
Coral Black tells you flatly, no, that doesn't exist. Well, it used to a very long time ago, not where you're thinking though, like 3 or 4 more miles up the river. It curves back towards the west, and there were tunnels that led eventually back down to this location, but they've long since been destroyed or caved in. There should be nothing there now.
Okay, well, we don't have mile time. So, back to the ruins to join the others?
Or we take them with us as reinforcements. Leave them in the shadows. Maybe they.
Will they listen to us?
Well, they're
Coral
not gonna
looks
be able
at you
to
and
tell
she says,
friend from foe. Like,
they'll
if we
listen.
take them in there, they're gonna start swinging at like zombies, drow, and hobgoblin alike.
They're simple
Methinks.
creatures. You point and say, kill. And as soon as she says that, right, all of the Grimlocks kind of like heft their bone clubs, and they kind of like look in the general direction that she pointed, which was fortunately towards the wall, not towards you guys.
Alright, whatever. Bring them with us.
Okay.
I mean, we go in sneakily, and then after we're in position, find some way to trigger that they then charge in to distract.
Coral, like, if you say that, Coral will basically flat out say, good luck with that. I'm not sure you're gonna get anything out of them unless you're hurting them before you, but your mileage may.
I real feel like they're too much of a wild card for the plan at this point.
They're very simple. Tell them to go down a tunnel and kill whatever they find there.
Let's do that. That sounds great.
Like, okay, can we give them a command? So, because are we going to go all the way up to the tunnel that we're going to send them down?
Well, they have to come with us because there is no second passage. The heads just confirmed there's no.
Oh, there's no other way up there?
Correct.
Okay, sorry, I missed that.
So it's either we don't use them or they come with us.
Okay, what if I point somewhere and say, stand or wait? Will
They'll
they just sit there until
stand and wait
until...
until they get bored and go do something else.
Okay, how long is that? Like a minute?
Depends on if there's anything interesting to do in the area.
Okay, but then if I point somewhere else and say kill, will they go and kill?
If they're still paying attention to you, yes.
That's
Ah, fair enough.
It's a matter of fear. They fear my sister and I. You, not so much. Well, not yet anyway. You could change that.
Bones walks up and stabs one in the head.
Yeah, how I do that? I just kill one? Just
He says, Coral, like, straight up goes, that seems to do the trick most of the time. At least for a few days.
we'll keep that on the back burner.
Bones is definitely more the hag style than maybe someone else in the party.
That's fucked up.
Okay, let's take a vote right now. Do you want them to come with us or not? Come with us or leave them right now. I vote come. I vote yay.
One for yay, one for nay.
I think we could potentially use them or just leave them, and at least we've got them there if we need them.
here's the
James?
problem. I was gonna say no because the same reason we didn't take Gut Golem.
Yeah, but he's crazy. These are just
That is the same reason. They're just gonna kill our own people.
Okay.
okay. Roll a 1d100, 51 and up, take 50 and below, don't take.
Great.
I pull out Wolf and I ask what Wolf wants.
All right,
The
Okay.
dice have decided.
The
the
die
dice have decided.
has been
Look,
cast.
if they get unruly, I'll just kill one. It's
Okay.
fine.
So Coral says, it might be best if I start you off. Where are you going?
Oh, you can. Do you want to come with us? You don't have to fight. Just come with us and hurt them.
No.
Mhm.
I'm just going to get them moving.
Okay. Well, we're going
Here.
literally right across the river.
Oh. And she like turns and starts talking to them again, right? And pointing. And the Grimlocks are like they look at her and they like they face her, right? They don't have eyes, right? But they face her and they kind of like twist their heads like they would be looking at her, right? They have that scenario where they still it's like they could see once upon a time. It's like ingrained in their biology, right? They keep gesturing at the water and grumbling about it, basically. They do not seem to want to enter the water so freely.
I don't know.
Where's
what to
that
do,
raft? Where do we leave that big ass raft?
At the last place.
Lay down.
It doesn't take very long, though, for Coral to grow angry. And as she grows angry, you can see her blackened nails begin to grow. And as they begin to grow, right, from tiny little points into kind of almost sharpened dagger tips, right? The Grimlocks like freeze and they stop, like making any noise, and you can just hear the gurgle of the river for a second, right? And as the nails begin to grow further, right, elongating to the point to where they're almost a foot long, coming out of her fingertips at this
Damn,
point,
we
right?
really should have paid them to like fight with us.
Right.
They
There's
didn't want money.
you hear just this slight, like almost kind of like bone grinding noise, right? And there's this instant where all of the Grimlocks hear that noise, right? And they all turn and basically and run into the river. They all just run into the river.
Oh hey, yeah. So since we've already got them going that direction, that path connects to the temple, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just
course
making
it does.
sure.
Well, I
I'll
mean,
live
so
right here. I
she'll
figure you would
she'll
know.
say like it always has in the past, and she doesn't believe the Drow have done anything to change that.
Right.
But it's not like they go exploring, so they don't know what the scenario is.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, I need another d6 roll.
I'll do it. Shit.
So do you want me to do it again?
Okay. Only one of the Grimlocks dies in the river.
Well, we'll make it there with 8 after I murder one.
Dumbass.
Okie dokie. For the rest of the... So it only takes you guys a few minutes before you guys can actually hear. You can't really see. I guess you guys could walk further north on the beach, but you can hear the Grimlocks like pulling themselves out of the river northward. Yeah. Damn it. Get on the right tool. Okay, so what else are you guys doing? Anything else?
I think it's time to go to war.
Yeah. Wartime.
All right.
We boat back up and say, right there.
Okay. Coral leaves. She didn't care anymore.
Thanks, Coral.
She's done.
Bye,
These
Chesapeake.
should want to stick around. This is a big day. It's a huge change for them down here in Undermountain.
I look forward to the results, but I have other matters to attend to. Good luck.
Thanks.
And she's
Gotta do stuff with
like
the
just
crown.
riding away on Chesapeake. She's still like brushing her fucking seaweed hair.
So, Jeremy, this is really important.
Yeah.
Crabs walk sideways. So
Yes.
is she sitting on the crab sideways, or is she turned 90 degrees, like side saddle?
So she is facing, like she's sitting like cross-legged on top of the crab, the way the crab is facing. So when it turns sideways and marches that, she's actually like going like this.
No, farewell.
Gotta be kind of jarring.
Yeah. Okay, so you all boat back up. Oop. And you go across with the ferryman, right? And you all get off the boat.
3,000 arrows come.
No. Slybite
Look,
stays on the boat, right?
Toss
Yeah.
another coin at the ferryman.
Yeah, I give the ferryman one, and I give Slybite another one. I say give it to him, and tell him to take you back to where we started.
Okay.
And send the word.
Once we leave, you tell him that once we leave, not yet.
Okay. All right.
I also toss a coin for future.
Okay. So
So that's minus
you all pay the
2.
ferryman for a future ride, and you give Slybite a coin to pay for this ride.
Yes.
Okay. It's good to know.
And I stare at him until he gives it to the guy.
He gives it to him.
I swear to God, if this ferryman takes a copper per ride,
We're
By the
fucking
way,
rich. Does it matter?
I
not really.
I like the few times that I get to tell you guys things straight out and out. Had you not paid a second time for Slybite, the ferryman would have killed him.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh,
that.
shit.
I figured something interesting like that would happen.
And your message never would have arrived to the hobgoblins.
Oh yeah, no.
Lord.
I know we discussed it before, but I didn't officially say it. I definitely gave fucking Rolvic one of the sending stones before we left.
Yes, yeah. We didn't have that like absolute final moment, but it was in the discussions of the plan and everything like that. So I assume.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. You guys find the group of Grimlocks. I don't know what a group of Grimlocks is called.
Fucking
A flock of Grimlocks.
A flock
They were
of locks.
What do you call a group of human?
Well, we call a group
group.
of humans a lot of different things. You know.
Oh,
So-
all right. Hold on. The next topic.
So, that being said, right, you find the Grimlocks there, just soaking wet. A couple of them are actually covered in bites or wounds, right? A couple of them are bleeding. And where there were once 10 Grimlocks, are now only 9. So, you're already a man down. However,
loves fish so much. You'd think they'd like the river more.
they like the river. They just don't like things in the river.
So
So,
they don't want to get eaten.
what is your plan? What do you guys want to do?
Tell the Grimlocks to go down the tunnel and kill anything.
Is that the
Wait
plan?
30 seconds and then
Yeah.
leave.
Can we just like point down the mouth of the tunnel and say like hunt?
Okay.
Go kill.
The
Are you guys
Grimlocks.
okay with that?
Well, I
do you
mean,
guys
I
care?
remember like you pointing at the wall and just saying kill was a confusing statement to them. So maybe if it's like something a little bit more like involved.
You unleash the Grimlocks basically down the tunnel to kill whatever they come across, and you watch them kind of like take a moment to psych themselves up, and they kind of go into this frenzy, and they're frothing at the mouth, and they run down the tunnel.
I really
And-
hope that there's no good people in
And
there.
eventually out of
Well,
earshot.
It is what it is. All right,
I
so
feel like
wait
we might
30
regret
seconds
this.
and then we go, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
How long does it take the Gabo to
To get
get
there, about 2.5 to 5 minutes, depending on the current.
And then from there, how long does it take to get to the front lines?
45 seconds at most. Less.
Okay.
Not a minute. 30 seconds. 15 seconds. Very short time.
No, let's.
Okay.
I would
I
say we
totally-
wait like a minute.
I tell him to count as what? Hold on. What's the highest number you know, Slybite?
Oh no. Number?
Slybite looks at you,
Fuck you. You're sly as fuck. What's the highest number you know?
and Slybite says, can count hundreds.
Sweet. Count to 200 and then tell him to take you.
Don't like counting.
Don't care.
It can
Leave.
count.
I-
You just say fuck it and leave. Okay. All right. Before you
I told
before
him
you
what my
rush
fucking
off,
explanation-
like I know what the plan is, but before you rush off, I gotta do some stuff real quick. So un momento. I gotta do calculations. How long are you guys waiting?
30 seconds.
Okay.
I figure there's no point in fucking stealth since we just sent a horde of Grimlocks down there, so we can just run.
Yeah, uno momento.
Oh boy.
Okay. So this would be how this starts. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Little did we know, every one of those houses has a giant ballista in it, and the forces were decimated before we made it.
Oh my god. Okay. So,
The ballista ripped through the ruins.
I'm
and
just
the
gonna
army.
do the math real quick. So that's gonna be the one.
I did absolutely zero math. I just threw out numbers thinking, yeah, it's probably about right.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Like, we can run 60 feet. That's pretty fucking fast.
Yeah.
We don't have a dwarf. We don't have to be sneaky.
The W in that word.
So there's one there.
Squeaky? Sneaky?
Dwarf.
Yeah, what I said? I said dwarf.
Dwarf.
I said dwarf. That's what I said.
You said dwarf.
Said
Yeah,
dwarf.
Yeah,
Dwarf.
a dwarf.
Dwarf.
A dwarf.
Not a dwarf.
What the fuck I say? Dwarf. That's
I
what I
don't know.
said.
I don't know. All right.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
I understand. A dwarf.
So, I am going to move you guys real quick. In the assumption that you guys are, Bones is moving ahead slightly,
Yeah, because I can. I
You
can
assume
bonus
correctly.
action
and the
dash,
rest
so
of you guys are
technically I
moving
can-
mostly together, or is there a different segment?
Well, I gotta find myself. There I am.
Don't start moving, Zach,
I was just
Okay.
moving myself a little ahead because I
Okay.
can, like, I'm
because I
I'm
need
faster than
to
everyone.
He's setting up, man.
show you what you're actually seeing or hearing before they're
how
seeing
high
or
up is
hearing.
the ceiling here?
This is a relatively enclosed space, so this whole thing is the ceiling for the foreseeable future is always about as high as it is wide. So
It's about
it
10 feet.
opens and narrows and opens and narrows.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I don't do anything different then. I guess sneaky.
Okay.
Ezra stays like 5 to 10
there's no
feet
reason to
back.
sneak, my dude. We just sent a horde of Grimlocks down the tunnel.
Doesn't mean we
Okay.
can't be sneaky.
I thought we were just okay. I thought the whole point was like we're just full on running, right? That's the only way the timing works out in my mind.
So before
I
you
don't
guys
understand why we're chasing after Grimlocks that we sent to kill the Drow.
We're not. That's why we gave them a head start. We're running in hopes that we catch up to what I would assume is the end of a fight. I don't think 10 Grimlocks are going to last very long against what I am pretty sure is a guard post. So,
It 100% looks like we sent these Grimlocks at them. I'm gonna think that. So let's go.
Unless we kill the Grimlocks or help to kill them.
yeah, maybe we show up and kill the last one. Who
Okay.
knows?
so
I'm growing less and less interested in this planet as it evolves.
as you kind of turn this
Shouldn't be
corner,
evolving as it's happening.
as you
Look,
kind of
I've
turn
already-
this corner, Bones, you see writing all over the wall. Okay?
Oh, good.
Jaggedly
Does it say
carved
turn
into the
back?
rock, right? You see a message written in common, and it says,
Oh, fine.
if
We'll just
skull
kill
ports
the one.
where you wish to be, with Sargoth's flow go ye. If pirate booty's what ye crave, fight the surge to the captain's grave.
Oh,
Yeah,
already
we
been
already
there.
did that. Yeah, we did that. We're good to go. Thanks.
Check.
I'm just telling you what you're experiencing in the world around.
Yeah, it's fine. We could have not talked to the Ags, but it's whatever.
Oh shit. Okay, so
And
I appreciate that
absolutely
story,
see the
Hope.
party being like, all right, fuck the mission. Treasure!
So now, assuming you guys are letting Bones go about 30 feet ahead of you.
I just used my first bonus action to dash, so. it's
So
like the same.
Bones, you get to about this point, right? I'm gonna filter you guys through real quick so that you're all kind of in the right position. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Not moving.
I've
Quiet.
not done anything.
I'm always 5 to 10 feet away.
Not moving. Now you can move yourself. I don't care. So Bones, it is about at this point, right, that you can hear down the tunnel. You can hear the echo of fighting, right? You hear the shrill shriek, and you hear these guttural yells and screams. What do you want to do?
Keep going.
Okay. So let your
How
token roll
far is
initiative.
it?
It's within earshot. So in this, right, in this
We're in a
underground
tunnel,
area.
though. Earshot could be
No,
forever.
no. In this underground area, right, it doesn't tend to echo that much. So if it's within earshot, right, and this is how it all, unless I describe it as otherwise for you guys, if it's in earshot, it tends to be close by. Right? That's just a trick of Undermountain in general, right? It's like the walls eat sound.
No.
Weird. Okay.
Happening.
Then I wait a second for the party to catch up.
Okay. The party begins to catch up. And you all begin to hear this. Now what's the plan?
I sneaky snake up. I go. And then I
Who's
sneaky
got the
snake
head?
up. I do. It's in my bag. Alright, I sneaky snake up. Because I want to see what's happening.
Let's do this. Switch over to this scene. And
You want me to roll stealth? Do I need to roll stealth?
sure, you can roll stealth.
Hell yeah, I'll roll stealth. Yeah.
Okay. You all watch as Bones kind of goes around the corner, and you can see him, and you see his feet padding along, and then he goes around a corner, and it's like he's not there.
A sneaky
He
snake.
just doesn't exist. He's gone.
Snake.
So that being said, you still hear the sounds of fighting happening, right? You can go ahead and move forward roughly your movement if you would like. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You hear another mighty roar and then a blood-curdling scream.
Damn, what sounded like a scream? Was it a Grimlock scream?
Kind of sounded like a Grimlock scream.
Hmm. Alright, I toss a water skin back towards them.
Okay.
As if to say, let's go.
One of your 30 water skins is
That's right. I have a lot
the
of them.
signal. Okay, so you all hear this water skin just like clatter to the floor in front of you, right?
I really imagine it more of a bloop.
Oh, is it
I
full?
look at it and I think that's all that's left.
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, they're
what
all
did they
full.
do?
Oh god. Okay.
We gotta retreat.
So it
They've
does the
murdered
like
him, left
the
nothing but his
balloon
water
that doesn't
skin.
pop, like it hits, and there's some hard parts, but most of it's very soft, so it just kind of like blop blop blop, right?
All right.
And then you move forward, right? I mean, assuming
one of
you
them
all
looks at
move
it,
forward at this point,
I'm
right?
like,
I poke my head around.
Okay.
I will go ahead and move my movement speeds were forward.
I pick up the water skin as I go, put it in my bag.
So I'm gonna move you guys into the position you would realistic. Are you moving at all,
We
Bones,
really
or are
need to
you
get a
waiting for
better
them
item
to
for
catch
that.
up?
nah, I'll wait.
Okay. Well then, everyone can go ahead and move up towards where Bones is.
Okay. I'm up. I telepathically speak in his mind like, how's it going?
well.
The sounds of
what?
fighting and screaming stop.
Cool, let's go. Now we go super fast.
Okay, we go fast.
Do we
Okay.
draw weapons?
You guys move to
Oh,
this
Lord.
point, and as soon I'm just gonna move you guys
Oh,
all kind
God.
of you move to this point, and you see a drider. You see this massive spider person covered in bash marks and gnaw marks and blood, with this long sword that is just slick with gore. There are bodies all around it, and it is screaming. It is screaming in Elvish now, and you got so my elven buddy who can hear it now. You hear it screaming, "Make it stop, make the voices stop, I can't bear it, make the voices stop." And it sees all of you.
All right, well, guess we're gonna fight them.
All right.
And I need you all to select your tokens and roll for initiative. Oh,
Lord.
God. Oh, Lord. Okay, we're far enough away from the river. I feel like we can turn that off for now. Let's get some battle
Thank
music
God.
going. Yeah, I gotta pee, right? All right. Okie dokie.
Yo, what's your
Bones,
dexterity roll?
you got pretty high
I have a +4.
dexterity.
+4.
Ooh, you barely beat it.
Fuck yeah. Fuck off, half dragon or half spider.
Okie dokie. You see this spider creature, and it screams, roars, and clutches at its head almost like it's in pain, right? What do you do, Matashtai?
From this distance, can I see what kind of weapons it has?
It has a long sword that it has out, and it's slick, covered in blood, covered in viscera from the Grimlocks. But it also looks as though it has a bow strapped to its back.
Shit.
Kill it. Kill it right now.
Okay, I step up here and I pull out my longbow.
Okay.
And as I do, I'm gonna say, try to force it into the small tunnel.
What small tunnel?
The one we're in. Like, it looks way bigger than this tunnel.
All right. What do you want to do?
Why would it come in here and not just fire its bow?
Well, fires its bow, I'm in front.
Have at it.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate Kensei shot.
Kensei shot.
Cool.
Shot. I believe the Gee, really? Ooh. The first one hits, barely penetrating the carapace.
Yikes.
The second one clinks off harmlessly. Okay. So, next up is Bones. You watch as Matashtai steps forward, calls for you all to kind of like try to bait it into the tunnel, and fires 2 rapid shots. The creature roars with fury as the first one kind of like slams into its lower abdomen, near the kind of like the open-faced maws that you guys have seen before. What do you want to do?
I hold my action until I can maybe get a sneak attack.
Okay. It charges forward. And as soon as it closes with Matashtai, it is going to lash out with its longsword, wielded in a two-handed manner. It goes cut. First
19
one
does hit.
Okay. So the first one goes wide. You're able to kind of like duck the blow as it slices into the stone of the tunnel. The second one clips you. And as it does, right, you're thrown a little bit from the force of the blow, and the spider moves in the lower half of it, the actual spider portion, opening its maw and trying to take a bite out of you. Whew. Oofles. All right. Which you are
kick it in
able
its stupid spider mouth.
easily dodge out of the
I
way.
kick
of.
its lower jaw so its mouth closes.
Okay, so then now I use my action to throw Wind Spike.
Pwah! I didn't realize you were wanting to
Unfortunate.
throw. That's my bad.
Well, how else would I get a sneak attack?
I when you said it, I looked at your token. I was like, I don't know how he expects to get a sneak attack, but now it makes sense now. I glossed over that portion. Zach, leave me alone.
It's fine.
All right. So unfortunately, a 13 just clangs off of the steely carapace.
It is what it is.
Okay. Ashes, you're up.
Seeing that I have absolutely no way to engage with this creature, I pull out my light crossbow. I fire a poisonous bolt at it.
Is this a drow poison bolt?
To be fair, it's 10 across and it's in here.
It is right here at the lip. So this point and this point are actually passable, but the point where you're holding is the choke point, basically.
Just go Superman slide under it.
Well, all right. I mean,
you
I already
can-
rolled, but if Jeremy says I can get into melee range with it, I'll do that.
You could attempt on your next turn to try to acrobatics through the square and get on the other side of it. But you have already fired.
Acrobatics, you say.
I have already fired.
You've already fired. Yeah, I mean that's a variant rule in the DMG player's handbook. I'm generally okay with the utilization of it. The concept of basically like tumbling through an enemy square, but I'd have to look up. I don't remember what the downside is if you fail. If you, I'm not sure that there is a downside.
It decapitates you.
I think there's probably not, knowing the DMG in the player's handbook, there's probably not a downside because it's very forgiving. So I would probably institute a downside of like an opportunity attack if you fail. But still could be an interesting option.
Turn.
Anyways, yeah, so the bolt fails to penetrate the Dryder's defenses. Ezra, you're up.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
How intact does the creature look? Does it look like the Grimlocks did anything to it?
Absolutely. It is covered in what seem to be various wounds. It is bleeding from its drow body. There seem to be multiple portions where their bone clubs, they have like little spines on them, have penetrated the armor that it's wearing. But there's also like broken chunks of carapace where it seems like they have forcefully bashed open wounds to it. So, all right, chill touch.
Send a spectral hand.
Unfortunately, that is not going to be a success. This thing is, it's very well protected. It's very fast. No dice. Next up, back at the top of the
Detention
round,
pool.
Matashtai.
All right. I'm gonna put my bow away.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk, like I'm gonna kind of like pirouette to the left and like slide my way up the wall with my spider boots.
Gotcha.
And I'm just gonna try and punch it a couple times here.
Okay.
Punch one.
Double check.
Punch two.
All right.
It's fine. By my count, the goblin should still be sitting in the boat counting.
You are far enough away from the river that you have no real difficulty climbing up the wall, and I'm warning you
Oh, it's
ahead
not like
of time.
slippery. Yeah.
I'm
Sure.
warning you ahead of time, not trying to fuck you after the fact. The first attack, the Dryder is actually able to just fend off with a hand, but the second one you're able to land a blow up at its temple.
Okay.
Crack.
And then I'm going to attempt to stun it.
Okay, so 7 damage. And your DC is, it's Constitution 14?
14, yes.
Stunned.
Okay. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to kind of like somersault off the wall, I guess, and kick it.
Okay.
And miss bad.
Miss
I
horribly.
slip and face
What,
plant.
so I'm gonna say, where were you trying to land? Were you trying to land back in the square you originally started in?
Honestly, it was like, so I was moving up the wall so people could get to it if they wanted
Yeah,
to.
absolutely.
If my stun didn't work. But since that didn't work, I was going to go on the ground and back up so
Okay.
that so
So
Ashes
you
could
were
get in
trying to so that's what we're gonna play off of here. So confirm the critical for me.
there. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
you somersault,
Oh,
and
man.
it's like it's almost like there's this half instant after you kick the Drider in the temple. It's almost like the stun takes effect, but there's this lurch, like synapsis reaction from it, like involuntarily the brain is still functioning even though it's stunned. So as you somersault off the wall, right, your feet leave and you start to feel gravity again, right? And it's like the sword comes and it doesn't slice through you or anything like that, but it's like it jerks up into this position and it just hits you mid-air and you come crashing down to the ground. You land on your back, and you are gonna take 1d6, 5 damage. You get the wind knocked out of you, right? That whole type of scenario. This is the only time I get to make you take fall damage is when you screw up in the air. All the rest of the time you're like immune to it. So you land on your back, right? But you have plenty of movement. We'll say like doing the walking up the wall and then doing the somersaulting and everything like that takes like 10 feet. So, but you still have plenty to back out of the way. So, even after standing up. So.
Why do you hate me?
Okay, so next, next up is
Fine,
Bones,
you go tank it.
Who
I'd
can't...
like to acrobatics through it and slide through it and pick up wind spike and then hold my action.
Okay. It is stunned, so this is probably going to be relatively easily.
Okay. I just walk past it then.
To do this, you can't because it's taking up the space. But to do this normally, would be very difficult. To do this now is probably going to be pretty easy. DC 10.
I rolled the 20. I
Super,
rolled the 25.
yeah, absolutely. So you basically like it's lolling there to the side, right? Dazed and confused, unable to really react. And you are able to do exactly that. You rush forward, slide underneath it,
I don't have
snatch
to
up
hold
wind
my
spike.
action because I get advantage. Fuck yeah, I fucking slash it. Never mind.
What do you get advantage for?
He's
Stunned.
Oh, because he's stunned. Yeah, you're absolutely good. So you grab that, stab, and look. Holy shit. All right, 24 damage.
And then I think 16 misses.
16. So the first one you were able to kind of like stab into the abdomen very deeply, right? And Iker just kind of like spurts out as you kind of like rake it across, widening the wound. But the second one, you kind of try to go close to it again, right? But it just slings off the carapace. Okay.
Which one of these is gonna be fucking opposite for them? This one.
That one right there.
Okay.
By the
I
way,
didn't
Jimmy,
hear
why
that.
are we like slightly littler?
Because of
Yeah.
when I was fucking moving you guys on the boat.
Oh, okay.
Like, I kept on, when I was trying to move you guys as a group on the boat, I kept on grabbing the edge of the box and resizing instead of moving. And I just didn't push you all back correctly to the proper size.
All right, I'm good.
Good notice. Fucking. Okay, great. Fantastic. We are to the creature who is stunned. Can't do anything. It's Ash's turn.
I cast aside my crossbow onto the ground, of which I will not forget, and rip
leave it
out
there.
my sword,
Clearly useless.
grip it two-handedly as I swing at a bitch.
Little bitch.
A bitch?
Did you just assume it's gender?
The Linway.
Bitch is gender neutral.
Technically not, but sure.
I mean, whatever.
I use it neutrally.
Okay,
Bitch.
so regardless of your neutral usage, the Drider, which is female, somehow deflects your blow, even though she is stunned. And you hear this maddening echo of "bitch."
Twice. She goes twice.
Wow.
Twice. It's the someone didn't eat their Wheaties, bitch.
I said.
Bitch. But you said that though.
I said that though.
Okay, so Ash's
Straight into her eyes.
it's just the thing. The thing is
I looked into the windows of her soul.
the Drider itself, the Drider portion, the Drow portion of the Drider is high up and relatively well armored. It's hard to reach, and the creature is stunned, right? But it's not just sitting there motionless. It's lilting and it's scrabbling. It's trying to like clear its brain, etc. It just can't physically defend itself, but it is still an incredibly tough creature, and you're trying to fight past the legs. You clang off twice, you're unable to actually land a blow.
In turn.
Ezra, you watch this shameful display.
Ezrah.
And I don't do any better.
In fact, I need you to confirm that critical.
No, because I have advantage.
Oh, you do have advantage. Okay, good. Okay, so
Thank God.
thank you. So, Matashtai, we come back to you.
I pull my bow back out.
Pull my bow back out.
And I use my bonus action to Kensei shot and pop a couple more shots off. Oh, advantage.
Shot.
So here's the second one for the first one. And then
Where
that's a hit.
I go? Shot.
Oh, hella.
The first arrow takes it in the eye and it dies. The
Oh,
second
damn.
arrow takes it in
Takes
the
it inside her
mouth
eye.
as it goes down. Not the drow mouth, the spider mouth.
Oh hell yeah! Fuck that mouth.
So the Drider
Yeah, fuck
goes
that little
down,
mouth.
right? There's it collapses, and there's a moment, right, where the bulk of the creature continues to scrabble and pull and try to do something, right? Reactionary, a creature in its death throes, and you all like back away momentarily, right, as it lurches to a halt, and
Damn it, Lurchanas.
now you do have this very hulking mass of Drider blocking the tunnel now.
Yeah, well, we'll just crawl over that.
But it shouldn't take too much effort to either move it out of the way or crawl across it.
I go retrieve my hand crossbow.
Okay.
I put my longbow away and I pull up the staff of healing, troll around a
Gotcha.
little bit, and cure myself.
Cool. So, un momento real quick. Gonna
I'll
do...
look at the Drider longingly, because I want to harvest it.
I gotta do the calculations.
A solid 4.
Okay, so you guys only gain 375 experience from that Drider.
Ooh, another
that?
solid 4.
Because someone else did a lot of the work for you.
Fuck that, we finished it.
It doesn't matter. Irrelevant. It might
Agree
be
to
one.
disagree.
It might be one thing if you, I don't know, had been there to back the Grimlocks up at all. But
We backed them up, we avenged them.
yeah. So in the space of like less than 5 minutes, you just got 10 Grimlocks killed.
It has not even been 5 minutes.
1 by the river and 9 by a Drider.
Oh, well, that's fair. Whatever. Enjoy the sweet release.
The sweet release.
Alright, I'm ready.
Okay. I need to calculate some things. So, it is at this point that we are going to go on break real quick. And when we get back, we will continue this daring assault. I'm not sure. Are you guys infiltrating now?
Jeremy, we don't know.
Okay. We will find out when we come back from break. We'll see you in a little bit, everybody. Bye.
It's a fun filtration.